Both coaches have gone 9 players deep as Sims on a handoff, and Dallas picking up right where they left off in the second quarter.
Yeah, just making the game simple, right? You know, that defense isn't quite.
Allen shoveling to Mitchell, who had it packed away, and Indiana turns it over on their first possession. They're shooting 64% from the field. They're also plus 10 on the glass. Indiana with just 9 first-half rebounds. Part of that, haven't had much to rebound. Dallas has it.
Number 1 draft pick, Lazy Fudd, back in the rotation. She only played 8 minutes. I'm a little surprised by that, but we'll see what the second half has to offer.
Had 2 points in those 8 first-half minutes. Siegrist was electric in that first half. And Siegrist with a bank shot.
Siegrist knows how to put that ball up to where it's really hard for posts to block it, let alone guards.
Clark looking back door. Oh, we're only missing.
That combo between CC and Kelsey Mitchell is back and booming as if it never left.
Cross-court pass.
I mean, again, make the game easy. How about this pass? Eyes are up. It's almost like, hey, go back door without even needed to in order for Kelsey Mitchell to be successful there. Win a pass, CC.
That pass has to be perfect or it's a turnover. It's 2 points for Kelsey Mitchell, but off balance. Allen has 5 of Indiana's 10 rebounds. And they'll go back door again.
There it is. Wow, wow, wow. Again, back door. Caitlin Clark looking for her teammate, making it easy, putting it exactly where it needs to be.
So back-to-back Clark to Mitchell connections for Indiana as the Fever look to work their way back. This offense just continues to hum. Becker's missing on a 3-ball. She thought she was fouled. Clark back here for Clark. She will launch, draws the foul, and will shoot 3 free throws.
Foul line number 8. First, second. Team's first.
Clark a little slow to get up here. She gave the okay sign to the sideline, but you could forgive.
She recognized who had the ball, wanted to do a hard closeout, just a little overzealous on that closeout, and then giving up space.
Clark will take her 11th here, 12. She has 20 points on just 6 shot attempts. Now 10 of 12 from the foul line. And 2 of 3 on that trip.
6 shots, 4 of 6, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. And like you said, 11 for 3.
Boston, you see Lexi Hull down there. The Fever are also missing Ty Harris. All 3 of those injuries are not expected to be ones that will regular season.
Yep.
Just no reason to push in the preseason. Stephanie White talked about that yesterday at practice as Mitchell carves out some space. The wings are Arike Gumbawale, so you'll see a very different team on the floor here for both Indiana and Dallas 10 days from now. Whistle off the ball going against Odyssey Sims, who's battling against Kelsey Mitchell. Rotation. Grace Berger getting a nice round of applause here in Indianapolis. Star at IU, and Terry Morin was drafted by the Fever, first 2 years with the to find a home here in Dallas after playing 18 games last year. Mitchell pulls up and can't get the roll.
Long for Grace Berger to get on the stat sheet as she pulls that rebound down.
Berger being hounded by Johnson. Fanka Mengiatu in for her first minutes as well. Oh, beautiful backdoor find. It's Fanka Mengiatu to the rookie, Lazy Fudd.
How about that? Just being able to know if your head is not looking at something easy going downhill.
Billy turns the corner and just runs into a wall.
Recognizing the defense, Cunningham just not 100% aware of where she's going. Nice, easy pass, finish left for Fudd.
So that foul ruled on the floor. Fever will inbound here. Jessica Timmons, rookie out of Alabama, getting her first minutes. Finds Allen off the mark on a 3 pick. Preston, a preseason opener in New York, has really deep range and is fighting to be one of those developmental spots on the roster as that.
boy, has she just grown her game top to bottom. Again, just being more and more aggressive as she continues to play.
Hines Allen into the corner. Off the really nice find from Hines Allen.
Yeah.
Who's a better passer than she gets credit for. 8th among forwards in assists per game last year.
Wow.
Seeger steps back. Difficult look. Defended well there by to run. Dallas gets back defensively. And Johnson draws the foul.
About a 1-on-3 situation for the rookie. And she says, I don't care.
First, second.
Well, you can see why Kelly Crosskoff, Amber Cox, loved the concept of bringing Raven Johnson in. She's a menace defensively. She's pushing, just like Clark, just like Mitchell. That's what they want all of their guards to do. But it's one thing to teach it. It's another thing to be able to do. Impressed as much as any of these rookies have here so far in the preseason.
I agree. And like you said earlier, you know, she's a sponge. She's talking to her teammates, all the questions, so she can be pro-ready.
Timmons driving on Berger, got her into the air. Here is Johnson, and Timmons not on the same page. Berger feed inside, Van Kamenjiadu, athletic finish. Van Kamenjiadu, a third-year pro, played her college ball with her head coach. Can't wait for that Sunday of basketball on Ion, and really for the regular season to tip off. That's some great preseason basketball here so far. Not to sculpt for steps.
I'm saying preseason and preseason because that's what it is, but these women aren't playing as if it's a preseason game. They're going out trying to let everybody know what to expect. Got to come out ready to go.
Contact on the handoff as Raven Johnson was trying to fight through the contact. Timmons the switch on to Berger. Shot clock down to 5. Here is Fudd on the drive. The kick.
See her a lot with the pull-up 15-footer, but she's been able to add that onto her bag as she's progressed in this league.
Can't connect. Dallas has hit 8 threes. Indiana just 2, and they have both come from Clark. And Kamenjiadu, deep position, couldn't finish. Acrobatic.
Athleticism.
It's nearly a highlight reel finish. Timmons, way off.
Timmons, one of the rookies, trying to compete for a roster spot. You know, it's so important to bring that energy, bring that. It's not always about the points, but how can you elevate your team? How can you make your team better? Those are the things that Coach Stephanie White is looking for as they continue training camp.
These developmental contracts, such a groundbreaking aspect of the new CBA. Players like Jessica Timmons, or literally for Indiana, Justine Passat, who is injured and not playing. A couple more roster spots open up, which is key both for players and teams, as James draws the foul. But how many times, I mean, the Fever are the best different players come in. Ari McDonald, Odyssey Sims, down the line, players that you say, how are they not on a WNBA roster? Well, expansion will help with that, but also because you can now carry 14 players.
Right.
And where the Fever were trying to sign free agents last year, in some situations, they could then just go straight to players that have already been practicing and playing with the team all season long.
Which is huge, right? I mean, you get the conditioning factor, you know the plays, you've been around the team, so you know the chemistry developing. And then another point to that is just, you know, for so long, it was the 144. 12 teams, 12 roster spots, that's it, that's all. And they've just done a beautiful master row.
Excited to visit Portland, excited to visit Toronto this year.
Absolutely.
Newcomers and high for expansion teams a year ago.
Sell out every single game.
Walker Kimbrough jumps into the passing lane, comes up with the steal and trailer. Another local product at Martinsville High School, 3 years at Purdue. The player trying to make a roster. Turns it over. This time it's Johnson, her 5th steal. So nearly had it poked away, did a good job. And finishes with a foul.
Indiana Fever looking like they're getting some life here. It's really starting on the defensive way. Little sloppy there, but she was able to stay with it. That's huge. Make a great delivery pass for KK Timpson going in with the and one. They do best, celebrating their teammates.
And Timpson gets the roll on the free throw. Timmons and Traylor are the 10th and 11th players for Indiana to hit the floor. They've got 12 active. Megan McConnell, Bud pulls up. That shot spins off. add on to their 6-0 run.
I mean, if you were looking in the dictionary for stop and pop, I'm pretty sure you would see her name. She does it at such a high level.
Whistle off the ball. Fancamiggiato, which Dallas is already into the penalty, so the Fever will shoot free throws. That's what they're trying to figure out. Is it Dantas or is it Raven Johnson? It is Dantas.
Dantas just coming back and joining with the team. She wasn't on that New York Saturday's meeting with the New York Liberty. Doing some really good things over in Brazil where, you know, her native, she's one of those players that was with the team last year that would do the big shots down the road there and really helped her team advance.
One time.
She talked about how really loved every minute since she has stepped on this floor, put on a Fever uniform. She said she loves her teammates, she loves the coach. There's nowhere she'd rather be. From a front office and a management perspective, ownership perspective, have really invested in this franchise. There is a massive, gorgeous new practice facility that is being added corner to the arena here, and it's be one of the tops, if not the best facilities in all the WNBA. Seacrest on. She's got 4 white jerseys around her, and Indiana just has to tie her up.
3-second violation.
I was thinking it was one of those things where you don't necessarily have to jump on the ball for a jump ball. Got to recognize she's been in that paint for 2.5.
Just one starter on the floor between the two teams here as we close out the third quarter. That's Maddie Seacrest for Dallas. And instead of Billings, who has checked back in, so she is one of the starters. There's Megan McConnell,
In for your Fever.
one player to get in here for Indiana. And she draws a massive cheer here because, in large part, of her brother, who has become a fan favorite for the Indy umbrella. And it's amazing how similar their two stories are. You would just love, from a storybook perspective, for this to work for her here like it had for Kimbrough. Off balance, got it to go in a foul.
Foul number 20, Maddie Seacrest.
McConnell's.
TJ McConnell said it best last year. You know, it's one of those things that, you know, you're not always born with it. You got to develop it like a muscle. So love that, because that's what players need to do in order to get to the next level.
They're in the backcourt, no whistle. Isaiah James on the drive, defended well by Billings. Kick out James, off the mark on a 3-ball. Third offensive rebound for Dallas. Seacrest had it poked away. Walker Kimbrough's fouled. She'll head right back to the line, and a chance now.
First, second.
Get ready for the 35th and 36th free throw attempt here for the Indiana Fever.
3 points at the 3:45 mark. Now the question for Stephanie White, one that she has answered. The question for us to learn will be done for the night. Clark has played 16 minutes, Mitchell 17. That's right where they were against New York on Saturday. So you can see preseason.
It's one of those things where, of course, anytime you step on the floor, you want to win, but the bigger picture here, winning team here wouldn't be the May 9th. It's going to matter right back here against this exact same team.
You see numerous key players. She's out tonight, but not a serious injury. Aaliyah Boston, she's out tonight. She dealt with a fairly significant injury back in February, but she has been, and look, that's a pretty quick rise from the chair there.
It really is. It looks good. Definitely having a good time there, but one of those things, energy, regardless.
Aaliyah Boston, an all-star for her 3rd season. Here's McConnell on the drive, couldn't finish. Beat for Timmons inside traffic, a triple team, gets it up and draws the foul. She looked dead to rights there, but just was able to carve out enough space.
Fell out there from the wings. So many hands, bodies, so swarming. Timpson just got to stay disciplined, straight up and down, make her shoot.
And Timpson knocks down the first.
We talk about equalizers in this game. Shot attempts on both sides. Timpson doesn't convert on that one attempts, but 8 for 19 on the 3-point line for Dallas, as they've been able to shoot the lights out.
Timpson now in the double figures. She's getting tight quarters. McConnell, trailer I should say.